Hey, Dubai Jobs and Community. This is Awil Pinto, the game changer. I believe that you are hoping for the best. Yes, hope is always that keeps you going. And the positive hope is always gets you going. But negative hope will make you sad, feel depressed, and would not help you create clarity. So the most frequently asked question during interviews: why should we hire you? Okay, I have 3 tips for all of you today which can change the game for you during your interview preparation. So you might wonder, I don't have interview calls, so why should I prepare? Why should I be preparing for this question or response? Let's discuss and deep dive today. Okay, by the way, I would like to thank all of you who are part of this community, joining this community, trusting this community, because our intent is to help you, guide you to get to a better place in life, whether it is in life, career, or developing yourself. So let's get down to today's topic, and that is, why should we hire you? So this also comes across as a question which is also frequently asked. Why do you think you fit this role? Okay, why do you think you fit this role? Or what makes you good for this position? Why do you think you fit this role, or what makes you good for this role? So these are the alternate questions which also kind of relates to why should we hire you. Now, how many of you in this group or whoever is watching right now have come across this question, and how have you dealt with it? Okay. In another way, this question demands you to present your strengths, but in a different structure, okay, different flow. And for that, I will help you today. So I have 3 R's formula. 3 R's. R for rockstar. Okay. So the first R is, nothing but research. Very important. Now, what is research? Why research is important in job seekers' life? Okay, now before you start preparing for this question, actually, research should start even before you even go for an interview, right? Now, when you are applying for that job, when you send in that application, you should know which company you are applying, the role that you are applying. You should study the job description that you are applying. The first thing is, research starts from there. Now, before you even getting an interview call, if you do these things right, then definitely you will get a call. Okay? If not, at least you will get a response from the HR, whether you are shortlisted or not. Right? Even if you're not getting a response, then believe me, there are many more people who could be better, who could be matching that job role. So if you are applying for a job and the CV is not even matching 70% to 80% of the role that you're applying, then don't expect the call from the HR or the employer. So research starts there, which means that the job that you're applying should somewhere relate to the job that you're applying. Now, this itself has all the answers, okay? Now, here we go. First is research. So what you should research when you are preparing for this question, why should we hire you? Now imagine you are going to a shop, you want to buy something, okay? You get into a grocery store and you ask the person. When you ask clearly, the person would give you what you want. Or you go pick up from the store if you know the place. If you don't know, you will ask. Now, what you ask, he will give you. Imagine you ask for something and he gives something else to you. What would happen? What do you feel? Right? And similarly, when you get in for an interview, the employer or the HR is expecting certain things from the candidates. Now, if you are unable to showcase, if you are unable to give them what they are expecting for that role, then obviously you are not the preferred candidate. Now, why I am saying this? When it comes to research, you have to keep in mind that the company you are going for an interview, you should study about the company. You should know, you should follow them either on LinkedIn or in the recent news or social media if they are appearing, and also go to their website and find their values, their culture, and what are the key challenges in that particular industry or in the company. Get to know people who are already working in that company, because LinkedIn is a tool where you can get to know. So through this you have enough and more idea about the company, okay, and also fairly the decent culture, how employees are working in that company, right? So it may not be one day where you will get to know everything, but you have to do some homework over a period of time. Research is done, and then research on the role that you are going for an interview. Now when you say, I am researching for the role that I am going for an interview, go back to what I said 5 minutes ago, that when you are applying for the job, you know which job you are applying. Now they have a job description. Now job description is in 3 parts: job purpose, job roles and responsibilities, and then it has qualifications, the skills and knowledge an individual or the candidate should have for that role. Now you have to be clear that if this is a job description, if that is a requirement, that's the Bible for you. Now you have to read it at least 5 times, even before you go for an interview, even before you apply for that role, okay? Only when if you are matching that job description, only then you will potentially have getting a call, right? Now before an interview also, you have to go back to the job description and study it really well and underline which are the things that are highly in demand, okay? In certain job description they will write, we prefer candidates with this requirements. That is where you should build your story, okay? So the first thing, you did the research. Now you know what exactly the other person is looking for. Then go back and relate with your experience of your past. Relate. The second R is relate. Relate your experience for the job that you're applied or you're going for the interview. So when you relate with your past experience, pick up those things where you could build your story. You could make that impact in the interview, okay? Now how you relate with, let's say you've gone through the job description. For certain jobs which the job descriptions are not circulated, for example, accountant, I need an accountant, and it comes on WhatsApp or it is posted on certain websites, but you know a typical accountant role in any company. You have to be mindful about those things from the theoretical perspective, also from the practical experience that you hold in that job, right? So I'm referring to jobs that you're applying after looking at the job description. You're already knowing what the company is looking for. Based on that, underline the most important things the company is demanding from the candidate. Now you are the candidate, you are in the face-to-face interview. Now you have the opportunity to relate your experience and then highlight. Why should I hire you comes here, the third part, okay? First is research, second is you relate your experience, and third is now represent. Represent your story fitting in exactly to what they are looking for. Now how do you fit in? That's the thing, how do you fit in? Now imagine, since I picked up this role of an accountant, okay, maybe that accountant is the job that mandates from an accountant is to look at receivables and payables, cash flow, analyzing P&L, and looking at balance sheet, bank reconciliation. Someone with ACCA qualified or CA qualified, or somebody with MBA in finance, right? These are the qualifications that are required, and with an experience of 2 to 3 years or 4 years or 5 years. Now if you are that candidate and if you're sitting for the interview, this is how you relate and represent your story. I understood that you are looking for a candidate who is having these skills which I have, and today I'm very excited that I can do this role because in my past organization or in my current role I am doing this. I have created results in these areas. I have been effectively able to close the P&L. I have been effectively close the month by this date. Give them the results that you have created. So when you represent what results that you have created, not everything, again don't go back to tell them everything, because this question partially asked at the end or in the middle of during the process of the interview, by then you might have told them many things. Okay, so don't again go back and tell all the stories. No, you have to pick up that 1 or 2 points what makes you, and pick up that point which they are asking, particular skill or what is that must win battle for that job, right? Now if you've done your research well, then I think you can relate yourself. What is that challenge? What are the challenges that company is facing? Why they are looking for that role? Okay, why they are hiring this role? That means that company has certain challenges or problems, and you are the candidate, you are the person who is going to give them the solution. Now if you think that you have the solution, then you will represent those solution, and that is how you will win. That is how they will think that you are the right person, because you have the mindset, the value, the contribution that will help their organization, either in terms of their problem solving abilities to kind of grow and generate revenues. So being resourceful is great, but you have to kind of give them examples of how you've been resourceful in your current or previous organization, right? So now the second part of the thing is, now I gave you 3 tips. The first is first is research, then relate your experience to the job description or the job that you are going for interview. Third is represent your story. Okay, I hope these 3 R's would help you in terms of a preparation. Please write it down, go back and work on these 3 R's. So this will make you a rock star, right? It has helped me in anything and everything that I do. There is no rocket science that if I go walk in the park and then okay, let me try my luck, it will not work. You have to prepare. So that's why I always keep saying, if you fail to plan, then you are planning to fail. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So planning is very important. In this case, what is planning is nothing but researching, then relating your experience, and then how to represent. So now imagine this is somebody who has matching relevant experience and everything. If you are not having experience in the particular role that you are applying, but you have the qualifications and other things, okay, you think that you can do the role, then what do you do, right? So I'm giving one scenario where you have at least 80% of the experience matching to the role you're going for an interview. In some cases it may not sound that you are relevant, okay, although you feel it, but the other person may not feel. Your CV may not say that you are relevant for that role, but you get a recommendation, you get a reference, okay. They say that this guy is very good, okay, he may not have complete experience of that, but do consider. Now you get an opportunity to go for an interview. Now what do? Now you have to impress, you have to make yourself that this job is for you. If you're really interested in working in that role, okay. Now what do? You go and say that no, I don't have any experience in this role. So would that work? Would you kind of give them an impression where you will say, I can do it, I have done it, I'm a quick learner and blah blah? Would that work? No. I think sometimes honesty works really well, right? Now what you have to do is go back to your previous experience. You may not have relevant experience, but there are certain transferable skills that you could pick in terms of customer service. Now that role partially may have customer service requirement. That role probably may need complex problem solving ability or analytical skills. Example I'm giving. You should pick those points on how that can contribute to that role. In addition, you should also mention that in the previous experience, I was not aware of these things, but I quickly learned it. Give them examples and demonstrate it that you are a quick learner. So I believe that I have passion, I have interest in this particular profession or a role. So I would do my best to contribute and grow. And when you give that commitment, when you say it with confidence, the other person might feel, when you talk from the heart, they will feel it. And we are all humans. We are all humans. We can understand. Okay? The power of the subconscious mind speaks. So they will relate. But if you just fake it to impress, then probably it may not work. So be authentic, but say it with confidence. But if you have to say that, you have to prepare. So you have to prepare knowing what they are looking for, accordingly go backwards and put in your efforts, rehearse it, and then represent it. Okay? So with this, I conclude today's tips for how you can impress for this question, why should we hire you? If this information that I have shared in the last 15 minutes of the video, say thank you here or put a comment, then I will know that I have made justice to share my knowledge and wisdom to help you elevate to the next level and make you a rock star or a champion. Whenever you're preparing, you know what to do, and I believe me, this will help you if you put this in action, if you do your things right. Okay? And whoever that I have counseled, I have met so many of the job seekers, I've been mentoring so many people, and this is it. There's no rocket science. If you work these things right, everything will work for you.